There he was enrolled in Reverend G.B. Engle's one-room schoolhouse. Gone were the trips to the canal and the daring hands-on experiments. During the boring lectures, Al fidgeted, daydreamed, and didn't respond to questions at all. "He's addled," the schoolmaster announced publicly, convinced that Al Edison couldn't be taught. A heartbroken Al ran home to his mother in tears. The next day, Mrs. Edison stormed into the school with her son in tow. She told Reverend Angle that he didn't know what he was talking about. She had seen the light in her son and knew he had more brains than even the teacher himself. From that day on, she told the schoolmaster she would educate Al at home. Mrs. Edison introduced Al to Shakespeare and Charles Dickens. He read a school compendium of natural and experimental philosophy from cover to cover. The book explained electricity, mechanics, and the electric telegraph. Al was so intrigued that he sketched and then built his own telegraph line to a neighbor's house. Chemistry books inspired 10-year-old Al to build a lab at home. To protect her furniture, his mother relocated it to the family cellar. Downstairs, his attempts to create a battery with jars of acid caused the occasional explosion. "He will blow us all up," his father fumed. "Let him be," his mother said. "Al knows what he's about." Money was always tight for the Edisons, so at 12 years old, Al convinced his parents to allow him to sell newspapers, candy, and food aboard the new Grand Trunk Railway, a train line that ran between Port Huron and Detroit. The clatter and squeal of the train barely fazed Al. This was when he began to realize he had lost most of his hearing. But deafness proved a gift for young Edison. "In my isolation, I had time to think things out," he later said. "Deafness probably drove me to reading." During the 6.5-hour layover in Detroit each day, Al could be found at the public library. He began with the books on the lowest shelves of the library and read his way to the top shelves in no time. To put his ever-growing knowledge to use, Al got permission from the conductor to set up a mobile laboratory in the train's baggage car. His experiments continued until a collision caused some chemicals to spill, setting the baggage compartment on fire. Unstoppable, Al used recycled metal type and an old hand press to print his own newspaper in the train's baggage car. The Weekly Herald was filled with death notices, local stories, and gossip. The paper lasted until a man, upset by something Al had printed, threw him into the St. Clair River. One afternoon, at the Mount Clemens station, Al was selling papers on the platform while his train changed cars. Suddenly, a boxcar broke free and rolled toward a 3-year-old child playing on the tracks. Al dropped his papers, leapt off the platform, and scooped up the child, saving his life. The child's father, James Mackenzie, was the station telegrapher. To thank Al for saving his son, Mackenzie offered to teach Edison how to use the telegraph. Al remembered the homemade telegraph line he had strung to his neighbor's house and imagined himself tapping out dashes and dots on a real machine, sending messages for much longer distances. He accepted the offer. By the time he was 16 years old, Al dropped his nickname and began using his first name, Tom. He was now a real plug telegrapher. But tapping a metal key to send messages across the country wasn't enough to satisfy Tom's curiosity. He had ideas about how the power of electricity could improve daily life. So he created his first invention, an automatic voting machine. He tried to sell it to Congress, but they weren't interested. Then came a blow Tom never expected. He received a telegram that his